Hello, my name is Wesly Feuquay, world's leading expert in transformational psychology. A topic, it comes up a lot, which is what's the difference between traditional psychotherapy and the kind of coaching that we're doing? And I come from the academic world. I come from the psychology world. I was trained as an empiricist. And what I can tell you is that traditional psychology, and this isn't true about every practitioner, but I think as an overall generalization, this is pretty accurate. Psychology for a very, very long time has been absolutely interested in classification, diagnosis, coping strategies, and the use of labels, and eventually the use of psychotropic medications based on the aforementioned. And I find it interesting. I'm not really sure if psychology is interested in transformation, if they're really interested in transcending those labels and diagnoses and categories. Could really go into the long history of psychology about this, but let me just suffice to say, if you look at the word psychology, psycho refers to the psyche. If you look up psyche in the dictionary, even if you right-click it in Word, the definition you get is not mind. You might think it shows up as mind. The definition of psyche is the soul. And logi, the study of, or the way of, or the investigation about. Well, psychology should then be the way and the investigation about and the further understanding of the soul. But psychology as a science abandoned that in before 1920. So there's something about what we're doing today that I want to bring back. I want to put back into our community, back into the world, back into this scene of psychology as a greater catch-all. I want to return it back to the soul. Coaching in this way, not business coaching, not entrepreneurial coaching, but this kind of transformational development that we help people with. We're not interested in diagnosis. We're not interested in classification. We're interested in empowerment. We are interested in transcendence. We are interested in allowing people liberation. More than anything, we're interested in de-identifying with the problem. Not identifying with it further, but de-identifying with it. I don't think psychology is interested in that primarily. So I think psychology tends to look backward, and it tends to be focused on, again, categorization. And I think what we're doing is to look forward, to see every person full of potential and possibility and say, what's in the way that we can help you remove so you can keep moving in the direction of where you're going? I think ours is a story about what's possible, what's empowering, what's liberating. How do we help you de-identify with the things that you thought defined you so that you're 100% liberated and you walk and talk and act like a more enlightened being who says, I understand those things are a part of me, but they're not me. And that creates a completely different type of person. And those are the kind of people we need in the world. And I'm excited to be creating and assisting people to step into that viewpoint of life. I think it's much more empowering. So that's what coaching has become to me. That's what this transformational psychology is to me, is we want to return people back to their inner essence and to let that shine and come forward and have it not be about classification, but liberation.